guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you that have a BMW guys and you need to remove or replace your Valvetronic motor. Stay with us guys, we will explain how to do that. There are two very important things that we're going to share as we go, so make sure guys you stay until the very end. Now all the tools and parts that we use, including if you need to buy a new Valvetronic motor, we'll share the links in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from as well. We do that guys for your convenience. Something else, every single car we get at the shop, we make at least 200 free repair videos. And why we do that? Because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let me show you what we have here and we will explain guys how to remove and replace that Valvetronic motor. For instance, this is BMW N52 engine guys. N52, but it will work on I think N51, N52, N53 engines. And these engines can be found guys here in the United States and in Europe on BMW 1 Series, 3 Series, 5 Series guys, X3, X5. In Europe it could be found on X1, 6 and 7 Series BMW as well. This is one of the most popular engines guys, N52 engine. So the Valvetronic motor, stay with us, I'll cover that in a second, but if you guys have a BMW or even other cars guys, check out this channel. That's our second channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. We have content that can save you thousands of dollars on car diagnostics, relay fuses and car engine codes, transmission codes, things like that. So please subscribe guys. Now your Valvetronic motor is located guys under the engine cover and you can see where we have that bump, that's where it's located. So it's right underneath. So we'll need to go ahead, remove the engine cover and we'll continue. So, you may have two different designs of engine covers. One is that attaches with 4 rubber bushings to the valve cover. The other kind could be the one that you have screws on the... Okay, you see 2 screws on the front, then you need to remove screws in order to remove it. Now, ours is just the one with the bushing, so you just grab and pull it out guys. That's where the bushings are located, 4 of them, and they attach to the valve cover guys, upper valve cover right here. 1 place, 2 places, then we have 3 and 4. Now, this is guys your Valvetronic motor. Most of the people think it's super easy to remove, but it's not guys, it's not as easy as you think. Why? You have 1 bolt here, 1 bolt there and a wiring harness, and you think super easy, but no, there is something hidden. We're going to share that as we go. First, we need to remove the ignition coils on cylinder number 3 and 4 in order to get to the Valvetronic motor bolts on the side. So we need to disconnect the wiring harness and pull the ignition coils out. Same thing applies to the other side. So let's do that. Perfect. And grab it out. Now, what else we need to do guys? Okay, right here. These 2 bolts are easy to reach, but there is another one that's actually underneath. Okay, and it's all the way underneath here. And that bolt you have to access it from this side, but in order to do that you need to move the wiring harness a little bit out, otherwise you will not be able to get your tools in. We're going to get guys, this is the tool, reverse torque socket. Okay, let me just focus quick. Okay, having a little bit of hard time. Perfect. This is the socket guys, and now we're going to remove the ground wire under cylinder number 5. Okay, you can see where we are. Remove that bolt. This bolt is holding the ground wire for ignition coil number 4, 5 and 6 and actually holds the wiring harness to the valve cover. Okay, so we're almost out with that bolt. Then we have another bolt, okay, right here. And this one is even more important because we have ignition coil 1, 2 and 3 and you have the ground wire coming from the body. So it's very important to not to forget to connect all these ground wires later, otherwise your car may not work correctly guys, or it may not even start at all. Now you can grab the wiring harness, pull up and pull it out, and you gain quite a bit of room. If you need more room, disconnect all the ignition coils and you can move it even more. Now we'll be disconnecting the wire for the Valvetronic motor, and usually guys the bolt that we'll need to remove, okay, it's right here on the bottom. We pre-loosen ours, that's what the bolt looks like. We'll be using reverse torques number 8, okay, and you unscrew the whole bolt out. Okay, you can see where it's located, but it's on the other side. I cannot put the camera in there, and you're ready guys to remove it. Now once you do that, what you need to do, you need to get the same tool and remove the 2 bolts that we have, okay, on the side. Those are super easy. Once you start removing the second one, what will happen? Actually, this is the shaft is spring loaded, so it may push the motor out a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Later when you install it, you have to get the 2 bolts tied together at the same time, one on each side. then tighten the other one a little bit, then come back to the first one so it can evenly go in. Okay, this one is almost out as well, and now we can just go ahead and we can grab our Valvetronic motor. You can see. So this is, guys, the Valvetronic motor. Now, if you need to see how to test yours to see if it's working correctly or not, we have a video on the channel that explains that, and it's super easy to test these motors. It takes only a couple seconds and find out if it's good or bad. If you need to replace it, we'll have the link in the description of the video below. But one thing that you need to do, guys, almost every time you remove and replace that thing, put a new gasket, guys, because otherwise you will start leaking oil in the valve cover, okay, and you're going to have quite a bit of engine oil there. Now, there could be another reason for that oil in the valve cover. It could be from that bolt, and this will be a bad valve cover gasket, and we'll have a video on the channel how to replace a valve cover gasket on BMW N52 engine as well. That being said, guys, you can see this is the gasket here. Don't forget to replace it. That way you can eliminate, okay, doing the same job in the future as well. So putting it together practically in reverse order, we took it apart. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.